Word, son. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jadavine. All right, man. So it's about that time for a rant video. So make sure y'all sit back, chill, take a pee break, pause the video, get you some popcorn, because you know how I do. Now, all right, man. Now, in the background, I got looped up with some NBA 2K19 clips, and hence the title of the video. I don't want to see this happen in 2K20 no more. I don't want to see this. I'm tired of getting sucked into screens. I'm tired of having a guy that's in front of me and there's no animation that triggers up that has the guy slide out of the way or try to avoid the player that's in front of him. He just runs in place. You know what I mean? Like, it's so frustrating. And with that to be put in the game, the fact that there's no animation to avoid you or get you out of the way of somebody who's in your way, whether it's an offense or defense, you know, you have guys who will play on that. And in my career, I can't tell you how many times this happens to me. I can't count on my heads and toes how many times that this happens to me. But it's just frustrating because you know what makes it so bad is the simple fact that they make this seem like this is the norm in the game. And this ain't the first time it happened to me. It happens again. The same exact animation, the same exact situation. You know, it sucks because, you know, why is this okay? Why do we settle for this and say that it's fine? Why do I need to make a pure lockdown just to get the ability to avoid things I can normally avoid without having that build that can do that? You see what I'm saying? In 2K17, which was pretty much the golden age of 2K at the time, in 2K17, if you could play defense, you got rewarded with good defense. The only difference is if you made somebody who's like a pure lockdown or he was a lockdown of some sort, you know, he had his extra appendages. But if you play good defense with a player that wasn't really defensively enabled to play defense, you still got rewarded for it. But it seems like now, ever since 2K18, 2K19, they want you to make a pure lockdown or a 2 of some kind to make sure that you get all the contact, all the body up contact, all the steals you can get, all the animated steals, all the bumps. Well, can you do bump steals? Not really sure, but you know, this to me is just aggravating because I have to have basically a Hall of Fame pick dodger in order for me to avoid these screens. You see what I'm saying? You got people who are playing on that, and as toxic as 2K is, the community is, you know, they'll tell you that, oh, you just got dropped off, you got work. Bet you somebody in the comment section right now, by the time this video drops, they're gonna be like, oh, you got dropped off, man. You just trash. Make you another build, make you a two-way or something, make you a pure lockdown. But it's like, fam, do I need to really make a pure lockdown? I mean, you see, I just played some decent defense here, and and this is my shot creating slasher. I play decent defense. But it's hard for me to continue to play defense when, one, I don't get body up animations or contact animations from me playing defense on somebody. I don't get that, and I keep constantly getting sucked in the screens or picks or screens, whatever you want to call it, and I'm constantly getting, you know, thrown around. And I can't do nothing about it. I see a screen coming a mile away. I know how to get around it. I know how to basically chip the screen or get around it or go in between, you know, go in between my guy and the screen or that little empty little space. And if he moves, that should be classified as an illegal screen. But the game doesn't see it that way. The only thing it's an illegal screen is if maybe you're abusing the screens like they do me in my career because I'm trying to get open and they hit me with illegal screen four times out of the 5 times that I do it. Or, you know, like I said, I have to have Hall of Fame pick dodger in order for me to avoid the screens. But the whole screen logic is flawed because why in that clip, this clip right here that you see is a slow-mo, why did they suck me back over to the right if you're looking at it? Why they suck me back into the right of the player when you seen literally I was going on the inside, just like here, I was going on the inside or the outside, however they got that shit labeled. But you see me literally about to cut into the open space between my guy and the screen, you know, my teammate in the screen. I'm about to cut in between that so I can keep up with the guy who's running through the screen. But no, they sucked me in and they moved me to the right. You know what I mean? So it's just, the whole screen logic is just terrible. And Mike Wang doesn't really too much care about this because there's still remnants of this in the game. You know what I mean? You got, and it don't make it any better because you got, you know, sharps that have to use this and they rely on this. And then, like I said, the whole community is so toxic that if you play against a sharp and that's all he does, no matter what you say, he's still going to deem himself to be better than you and say, oh, you got dropped off, you just trash, you blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's stupid, really, honestly, because why do I need to make a build to get the defense that I'm supposed to be getting with another build, but just to get it with that build because it says that that's what I'm supposed to get, i.e. a pure lockdown or a two-way. Like, I can play smothering defense all day long, but just because my guy isn't defensively enabled, they're going to make sure that the guy beats right off of me. My guy doesn't get any kind of contact between me or him, or make it slim to none that I get any kind of contact animation between me and the ball handler. All the steals are going to be animated, and they're going to be basically animated foul reach animations. You know, it's very rare for me to get a steal free-handed or a steal that was off of an animation. You know what I mean? So it's just the whole player avoidance thing, the whole screen logic. It's so flawed, man. Like, I have pick Dodger on bronze, but be honest with yourself. Do you really need that if you know how to get around the screen, or you see the screen coming and you know where you need to go? You have either between the guy setting the screen or in between the little space between to your teammate and the screen, or you can literally chip around it, meaning that you can literally just hit the edge of it and not, you know, take any too much of a slowdown whenever you do chip it. But if I don't have pick dodger, then I'm going to run across that problem every time. Or as long as the screen, the logic when it comes to pick and rolls and screens, as long as it's going to be flawed like that, then there's no point in even trying to get around the screen, because they're going to suck me into it every time. Y'all see in the clips that I literally was trying to get around it, but it sucks me back over to the opposite side and leaves the guy wide open, and 2K attacks me all the way down from either an A- all the way down to a C+ because I let the guy score off of their flawed logic. I don't want to see this in 2K20. I don't want to see my guys running in place because there's no player avoidance animation when there's somebody in front of them, whether it's offense or defense. I don't want to see that. We're not going to deal with that in 2K20. I'm sick of playing against sharps and shot creators and all these other guys who want to, and these quote unquote dribble guys and stretches and all these guys that hide behind that type of gameplay and call themselves great. I'm not with that for 2K20. So if anybody with good sense agrees with me here, y'all would literally, agree with me, just like I said, because that's not fair. That's not basketball. Well, to an extent it's basketball, but it shouldn't be so one-sided to the point where either you're stuck or you're not. There's got to be some kind of middle ground that we can come on. Pause. There's got to be some middle ground that we can come to and be able to say, okay, this is fair. That's not fair. This is totally unfair. Yeah, this is fair right here. So he gets a blah, blah, he gets a blah, blah, and then everything after that is totally on him, whether he plays defense. You know what I mean? So, this is why I legit don't play twos, because it's no point. It's honestly no point. People do this all day long on twos, and they got the nerve to call you trash. Just toxic, man. Just toxic as all hell. But I've talked long enough, man. This is a little rant. I had to get this off my chest. If anybody has any good sense or has the right mind, share this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because it's the truth, man. 2K20, we cannot allow this to keep going and let this be the norm. I shouldn't have to make another build that is specifically made for defense or has defensive tendencies in order to get the same amount of defense that I should be playing, or in order to get the defense that I should be having with another build that's not defensively enabled. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all follow what I'm saying if I didn't take y'all too far along. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate all the support. I'm going to get up out of here. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.